What's up, Talk Nation? My name is Chanel, and you are now listening to the Chanel Talks podcast. You know what? I wasn't even gonna. So let me start off saying this. I wasn't even gonna make a part two for the podcast that I just made, but I had to make this podcast hygiene because I be, oh my gosh, so many of you guys come up, you guys talk to me, and I'm all for it. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. You guys are so important to me that I literally had to do a part two because it's like the hygiene isn't hygiening. A lot of you guys are spreading bacteria because you guys are just not washing up good. Like, you guys aren't taking the time to do self care. Self care routine needs to happen every single day. You can't just skip a day not washing up. You can't skip a day not brushing your teeth. It's nasty. Okay. The world would be so much cleaner, a lot of less diseases going on if you guys would just take that time, shower every single day. Sometimes for men, it is very important for you to wash up twice a day, sometimes three. Because, like I was saying on my other podcast, men, you guys sweat a lot. It's a lot of sweatness going on, stickiness. Sometimes you guys hug me and you're all sweaty. And honestly, you leave your armpit sweat on me, or like your sweat period from your clothes are on me, on my good smelling clothes. And so it's just like, it's just disgusting, honestly. And then ladies, it's the same thing. Like, please wash up. Like, washing up twice a day. Like, if you know you smell, okay, so everybody knows how they smell, okay? We're all addicted to different things in different ways. Okay, we all have our addictions. So washing up should be the number one addiction that you should have as an adult, because it just makes people like you more. And when you're smelly, nobody wants to be around you. And then a lot of guys turn me off because, and women too, cause you guys smell like dirty clothes, honestly. Dirty clothes. Like, have you ever met a guy who, if you're a clean person, and I'm talking to my ladies, if you're a very clean person, you weekly, wash your clothes weekly, you know, you just keeping yourself clean and things like that, every single day. And you meet the most handsomest man, and then he smells like dirty clothes. Like, some of you guys smell like dirty clothes. Ladies, you do too. And that should never happen. Like, some of you guys smell like dirty clothes. Like, you guys don't even wash your clothes. Washing your clothes should definitely be a priority, especially when you are having sex. Yeah, it's a part of being an adult. And I said that previously. Sex is a part of being adults. We're all adults. And we should not be afraid to talk about sex because it's just a part of being an adult. You know what I'm saying? Most of us have kids. Some of us have, significant others. You guys are doing it, you know, once, twice. Some people get it every day. Some people get it weekly. Some people get it monthly. Now, if you're getting it monthly, or sometimes, or rarely, you need to fix your relationship. Okay. And you need to listen to your partner and grow up. Other than that, like, it's important to wash clothes just because, like, you don't want to spread diseases. A lot of people are getting yeast infections and certain UTIs and STDs is because of the clothes that you wear. You're not washing them. Washing clothes should be definitely a priority. And I love you guys. That's why I made this podcast, because I just want us all to smell good. Um, yeah. not all of you. Like, who are you talking about not washing clothes? Yeah, there's some people I know that I hang out with and they're just not washing their clothes. They're not making it a priority. And washing clothes is very important for hygiene and keeping your body healthy. Because honestly, you could get UTIs and STDs and pass it. You may not have symptoms because they're your clothes, but you definitely can spread different bacteria to a partner who is actually clean. And a lot of us don't talk about it enough. And honestly, I don't like doctors anymore. Well, I do like doctors, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes when I talk to my friends about things, and, there's a couple of my friends who got, STDs, UTIs, curable. All they had to do was take a pill and got rid of it. But a lot of the STDs is coming from dirty clothes. Cause men aren't showering enough and spreading bacteria from just days and days of being hot, sweaty, and nasty. And that's bacteria. Yeah, it is. And then a lot of women, they get UTIs from sex of men not going to the doctor, not washing up properly, and pretty much just spreading those UTIs and not getting checked and not checking. And like I said, showers is absolutely free. All you have to do is Google it, honestly, and just take care of yourself because a lot of you guys do be spreading those UTIs, those STDs and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys aren't keeping your clothes clean, which is very important. And doctors don't really talk about this that much. They let you just be dirty. They be like, well, that's him. But the thing is, what doctors fail to realize is there's other people in the world. They're having sex. They're doing sexual activities. They're smoking behind people, and they're not brushing their teeth. And it's just so important to keep up your hygiene. Also, if you're not keeping up your hygiene, that is called depression. Which we don't even talk about enough. If you're not getting up every day and you're not showering and you're just in the bed and you just been stuck there, and some days, a lot of us, we lose people and we go through life, and it makes us depressed and you want to cry every day. I've been watching a lot of funerals on social media lately, and I'm just like, and it saddens me to see young black people passing away. And it's just depression. And it's like you have to get into a better mood. And the only way you can get into a better mood is being clean. And washing up and taking the time to really do self care. Self care, even though you're depressed, it should be an everyday routine. To wash up, to get in that shower every single day. Now I understand if you have kids and, oh, you didn't get to take a shower, because there's some days that I wake up and it's like, damn, I can't even shower. I didn't even get to shower today. But I definitely go back home and shower. And I scrub, scrub, scrub. It's so important. And like, you really don't know what's important until it's talked about. And then men, it's a lot of men that I meet, because I guess I'm just such a nice person. I don't know what, I don't know. I don't even know if that's a saying. Such a nice person. When I say such a nice person, meaning I'm very sociable. I will talk to the homeless. I would talk to anybody. I don't judge people. I'm very biased. I don't really judge. I talk to everyone, and it's easy for me to get along with people. So that's what I mean by nice. I'm a nice person. When I say I'm a nice person, it's like I talk to the homeless, I talk to everybody, I don't judge them, I see what's going on in the world, and I talk about it. And it's like, you men, some of you are really good men. Some of you are excellent men, honestly. And it's the hygiene. Most of the time, it's the hygiene. And I'm going to say it again, it's the hygiene. Um, you have to wash your clothes. You have to make time to go to that laundromat. You have to make laundry a priority. Yes, it takes 20 bucks, your weed money, to wash your clothes. And these are things you have to do. You have to wash your underwear, especially when you are in relationships. You can spread yeast infections. A lot of doctors always say, "Oh, no, you can't get a yeast infection from men." You know what? Half of the yeast infections come from having sex. If women didn't have that much sex, they would not get yeast infections, honestly. And I noticed that because there was a time in my life where I was single for a very long time. 3 years. So I was a single mother before my kids became teenagers, and I never used to really go out, never used to date, and I stayed in the house all the time. Up until recently, about a couple years ago, 2, 3 years ago, I met my friend and we started hanging out. Before that, I never used to hang out. I never used to go out. I never really had a car. So yeah, there's times I've been single, believe it or not. I never really had a car, and when I did have a car, I would be borrowing it from someone, and because I knew how to drive and things like that, and they trusted me with their vehicle because I would always come back with their tanks filled up, and they appreciated that. So just paying it forward. When you borrow some stuff, you put the gas. When you're using somebody's car, you just fill it up. So people liked that about me. So they like, hell yeah, you can fill up this tank and use my car because you're gonna come back with a full tank of gas. So yes, that's how I started learning how to drive, filling up people cars and bringing them back on full. And so yeah, it's just, human kindness just goes a long way. And then just hygiene. And yeah, you got to keep your body clean, especially when you are uh sexually active. A lot of people are sexually active, and it's not just men, it's women too. Because I talk to women and they be telling me, girl, when I hit my 30s, girl, it's the peak of, the orgasm. Women get very horny in their 30s. Yes, let me spill the beans. Women get very horny when they're turning 30, and when they're in their 30s. Mine started 33, and yeah, I just became more in tune with my body and having sex, and it's not talked about enough. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's something to be talked about because it's a part of being an adult. A lot of us have kids. A lot of us are experiencing, new sexual things going on with our bodies. So what we got to do, we got to keep it cute and we got to keep clean down there so we're not spreading germs, because a lot of people, they're not the cleanest person and they spreading yeast infections. And I be telling doctors this all the time. If you ain't having sex, you wouldn't be spreading those yeast infections. You wouldn't be getting those UTIs. And then doctors always tell me that's just not true, but it's absolutely true because when I was single and I wasn't messing around, I never got a yeast infection. I never got a UTI. I never got an STD. pH balance was always pH balancing because I just wasn't having those sexual encounters. You understand? I wasn't with a partner. I was single. I didn't really go out. I didn't really have that much fun. Once I had my baby, I told myself I couldn't do it anymore. My kids are almost teenagers, and I was told the dad, like, we had to have that talk. Like, you're going to have to help me with this kid because I'm to the point where I need to start enjoying myself and my time somewhere. If it's once a week, twice a week, I want to go out, I want to go to the bar, that's what I want to do. I have to literally enjoy my life. I have to do what makes me happy. And a lot of us can't stop. You can't let your family members talk you into doing stuff that you like to do, because some stuff is just mental health. You need those times, you need those breaks, and you need to take time out for yourself. And one of those things is being clean, washing your clothes. You have to do this stuff. Um, and you got to, because you don't want to be, oh my God, half of you men are so fucking fine and so intelligent and so just can really upgrade a woman, but because of your hygiene and how you dress, and you're not really taking the time out to take care of you, you know, women don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you got to shower twice a day. You're a man. You have to shower at least once. Like, you have to get that stink off of you. You guys sweat extremely horribly bad. No offense. Some of you sweat bad and it smells bad and it stinks and it gets on your clothes, and then you're trying to, oh, I think this, oh, it doesn't have a stain on this shirt. Let me put on this shirt. No, you sweated your ass off in that shirt. Put that shirt back. Like, get a new shirt and wash up. Don't be putting on new clothes and you know you didn't wash up. And lather that soap, because you have to put that soap on a washcloth and lather up. I hear a lot of people going on social media, and they be saying they don't wash their hands, they don't take a shower every day. Who's taking a shower every day? They don't scrub their legs, this, that, and the third. And it's like, that's why you smell bad. That's why nobody wants to be around you. And that's why the people that you hang around aren't the cleanest people, and they smell bad. And then you're like, oh no, none of us smell bad, blah, blah, blah. Yes, once or twice you have smelled them and they smell bad. You don't wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. You took a poop. You not washing your hands with soap, and you going around and you touching stuff, and you walking into stores and you being around people. That is nasty. You have to wash your hands every time when you go to the bathroom with soap. That's why these things are in place, to keep the germs down. If you don't understand about keeping the germs down, then you're the problem of why we got COVID in 2020. Sorry to put that out there. You're the main reason why there's flus. You're the main reasons why there's allergens in the world. Because why do you think people have invented soap? Why do you think people have invented towels, washcloths, lotions, and things like this? To help human hygiene, to maintain that human hygiene. You got to put on that deodorant. You got to wash your hands with soap. You have to do these things. You're an adult. Stop going on podcasts and social media and everything telling people, oh, I don't shower every day. Most of you that says that is white people, Caucasian. That is not cute. You know what I'm saying? And other races are definitely judging. We definitely judging. Why aren't you using the hand soap in the bathroom? Why aren't you washing your hands? That's not cool. And if you don't like using public restroom hand soap and washing your hands, why don't you have what is it called? Hand sanitizer in your purse, in your car. That's why they make these things, right? So we definitely need to keep our hygiene in order. You definitely, as an adult, need to wash your clothes. Washing your clothes is important when you're having sex. You don't want to, and then washing up is important when having sex. You don't want these particles and things like this affecting you and causing yeast infections, STDs, and UTIs. When you get a UTI, it can, you let it go on for so long, it can definitely mess up certain parts of the body, and you definitely need to go to the doctor. You have to take the time out to go to you. to go to youth. A lot of us need to, as getting older as adults, we definitely need to take going to the doctor more serious, um, and stop spreading things. And like I said on my podcast before, a lot of these diseases and things can be very prevented and manageable going to the doctor. I was talking about sexual health. That's why you need to be educated. You know, you have to educate yourself as an adult. When somebody is exposing people, even me, I don't even know when I did the herpes list. Let's talk about it. I don't even know if half of that list is true. I don't even know if some of them people still have herpes, because this is the thing, right? Herpes is contagious. Yes. They have all kind of things out to manage those herpes nowadays, that you will never ever have an outbreak, and that you can't even spread it. Now, they have so many stuff out there. Doctors will literally tell you, "Oh, you can never get rid of herpes, you can never get rid of this, you can never get rid of that." People are every day proving to the world that they're living with it and it's not affecting them and they're not spreading it, right? That's why you have to be educated. You can't just go off of what somebody's saying and say, "Oh my God, I know this and I know that." Yeah, but education is the key, right? Knowledge is power. What you got to do is you got to educate yourself, and you need to do these things. This is why we have grocery stores that sell soap. They sell deodorant. They selling toothbrush. They sell shampoo, conditioner, lotion, gel, things, you know, simple things. No, you can't go to the grocery store and get a whole Ulta Beauty. But you can get some stuff from the grocery store, from the 99-cent store, from all these stores that has to do with hygiene, because obviously if they put it on the shelves for people to get, and they making it so easy to get at 99-cent stores and Dollar Trees and things like this, it's obviously important. Okay? And we have to know this as an adult. You guys are literally talking crazy on different podcasts and saying, "Well, I don't wash up this, and I'm not gonna wash my kids up when they get inside of a pool." That is, if you're in a public pool, you need, that's CPS. I will call CPS on you. I'm the type person, you came from the pool, you let them, and you consider that a bath? And I'm talking about, this is a podcast I seen on social media. They were talking about, yeah, if my kids go to a pool, I'm not showering them. That counts as a bath. No, it does not. It does not count as a bath. Public pools are nasty. They could give you pink eye, okay? You could get genital warts. You could get wingworm from a pool. You understand? That's why it's important to wash up with soap, and get wash your hair when you get out of those public pools. And that's why they have guidelines. When you look at the pool and things like that, they have little guidelines, and they have health and safety as well. That's why when they tell you, when you get out of a public pool, most of that stuff, and when you come from the beach, most of these places have showers before and after you get out the pool. So you can rinse yourself off after the pool. Okay? Until you get home to actually shower with soap, because these are why these is important in the world. You're sitting up here and you're spreading all these lies talking about, this is, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. But honestly, you don't know if the next person is clean. You don't know if the next person can handle your odor and your allergens that's built up on you from not showering every day, from not washing your hair for a month, for not doing these types of things. You know what I'm saying? It is important for you guys to use this soap, this hand sanitizer, and all these things. That's why they put them on the shelf. I don't want to be coming on here talking about hygiene, because but you know what? Some people need to hear it. Some people need to hear it. And like I said, you take that washcloth, you take that towel, and you buy them at Ross for $2. They have them at the 99-cent store. washcloths and things like that for $1 and things like that. They have these things. Absolutely. And they're in the stores for a reason because we need to keep the germs down. We're not trying to get COVID again and bird flus and things like that. Luckily, a lot of people did get better. Unfortunately, when it came to COVID, they started washing their hands, started doing a number of things, and started getting sick because on social media, certain people have been putting things on their podcast where they haven't showered and brushed their teeth and all this in days and weeks, and they became very, very ill, and they put themselves in the hospital. And it's because it's important. That's why they put them on the shelves. And I don't want to be having this conversation again about smelly people. A lot of you men are very intelligent, and a lot of women be wanting to get with you, but some of you really need to switch up your style and wash those clothes and wash that butt. Unfortunately. I don't even know why I have to talk about this because I see it all the time and I'm just like, damn, you fine, but you look disgusting. Like, you look like you need a haircut. You look like you need, a wash up all the way around, And then, guys, stop depending on women to wash your clothes. Women is not your maid. Women are your partners in life that you're supposed to build with. Women didn't come in this world to wash your clothes, cook for you. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to learn how to be an adult. Everybody has to work. Everybody, if you're sitting at home all day and you not doing anything, now I understand that, but also you can't expect people to be doing everything for you. They're not your mother. You're not a kid anymore. You definitely have to cook your meals. We're not made. We're not made for, I mean, we are made for a man. We are supposed to be doing things around the house, but that does not mean you take advantage and we have to do everything for you. Washing your clothes, cooking and cleaning, you have to do these things because if you were living by yourself, these are the things that you have to do. And if you living by yourself and you just an absolute filth ball, and you not washing up and you not washing your clothes and you not doing something to prevent all these spreading the germs and diseases, shame on you. And you're going to continue to have the life that you have until you boss yourself up, grow up, and get busy and start taking care of yourself. Because a lot of you guys are neglectful towards your own self. And you guys are kind. And you guys are sweet. And you could have a better life if you took care of yourself more. And then stop being lazy. Go out and get your dream job. Don't let nobody stop you. Look at how long it took me to do a podcast. If you were listening, you know what I'm saying? It's never too late to follow your goals and dreams. It's never too late to look good. It's never too late to turn yourself around. It's never too late to go to the doctor, get some opinions. It's never too late. And as you be an adult and having sex, sexual health is very important. Certain diseases, certain STIs, certain UTIs can cause cancer. Some of you are causing cancer on your own body. Some of you are causing death upon yourself because you're not clean. Okay? We gotta keep that stuff in mind because you're an adult. Nobody should have to be telling you, wash your ass, make sure your clothes is clean. These are things that you require. All adults require money. Period. Your girlfriend requires money. Everybody requires money. Your significant other, whoever is the man in the relationship, whoever the woman is in the relationship, they require money. Everybody requires money. You have to buy these soaps. You have to buy these detergents. You have to wash up. You got to wash your clothes. These is a part of becoming an adult. Period. I wasn't even going to make a part two because I thought it was ridiculous, but I be seeing it all the time and you guys are coming up to me, talking to me. Don't, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to make another podcast about guys just coming up to me, kissing me. I don't know where your lips been. I don't know where your hands been. I don't know. So if I see your fingernails and they black, first of all, I should never see a man's fingernails when I'm out in public, going to a restaurant, going somewhere to buy drinks, going somewhere to where you have to put things in your mouth. I should never ever see you with dirty fingernails. Wash those hands before you leave wherever you were. Get some soap and water and wash them damn hands. There's no way in hell I should be talking to you about these things. Make sure you smell good. Y'all talking about y'all can't get a girlfriend and nobody wants you and you don't have the confidence. But the thing is, you do have the confidence. It's just that you smell bad. So wash up. Take care of yourself. And I always will love you. Thank you for listening to the Chanel Talks podcast. I hope you become better. Bye.